Throughout history, in various cultures, sages and philosophers have advocated that the key to happiness is living in the moment. But what does that really mean? Perhaps it's difficult to fully understand the construct of time, but the fact is, there is only now. I mean, by the time you finish watching this clip, it's the past. Life is always experienced as now. There hasn't been a moment when you have experienced life that is any other than now. Your memory of the past is a thought arising in the present, as is your expectation of the future. The only thing we truly have is this moment. And it's this moment. And this moment. The only moment we have is now. Most of us spend our lives not realizing this. We're either constantly ruminating about what has happened or worrying about what might happen. We don't find fulfillment in the present moment because we're waiting to find it in the future. We delay our happiness, but the future never arrives. There is only now. Even the future we're so eagerly waiting for will be experienced as now. In the present moment, there is no past or future. The word moment comes from the Latin word momentum, meaning movement, motion, alteration, change. Each moment is a dynamic, new beginning. Each moment has a seed of creation, a rebirth. Our lives are like movie clips, always playing. We're never stuck. We're always in momentum. Sometimes it may seem like we are stuck. That's because we're probably making the same choices over and over again and creating the same experiences. It's like we're playing the same movie clip over and over again. This moment is far more powerful than we realize. This moment was created by what we gave our attention to and the choices we made. And that which we are giving our attention to and the choices we're making in this moment are lining up potential future moments. What you are focusing on and giving your attention to in this moment is gaining momentum. So, what are you adding momentum to? The present moment is the only time we can change the direction of our lives with our choices and actions. Living in the present moment means to live life consciously. Being in the present moment is about feeling rather than thinking. We're no longer in the state of what happened yesterday or what will happen tomorrow. We're here and now. When we use our senses, sight, smell, hear, touch, taste, feel, then our attention and awareness is in the present moment and not swirling in mental chatter. When we think, we wander off in a thought, missing what this present moment has to offer. When we are focused in the moment, time slows down. There is clarity. What may have seemed as an ordinary world turns vibrant. We discover aliveness in conversation and people. There is curiosity in us, and the world seems more interesting. We also learn more about ourselves and the world around us. When we are present in the moment, we become aware of our distractions in life that may be holding us back. We are more aware of our environment, and perhaps we might use our energy consciously. You might be thinking, what's wrong with thinking? Thinking is equally valuable and can lead to a productive life. Striking a balance between being and thinking is the key. Baking an amazing cake is not delicious. Eating the cake is delicious. But you can't eat the cake that hasn't been baked. It's the same with our lives. We must do the work, the planning, the thinking to create the beautiful life we want, the house, the car, the relationship, our perfect bodies. But the only way to enjoy the great life that we have created is to pause and experience it. Practicing being in the moment helps us not be consumed by incessantly thinking. It allows us to feel, notice, and ultimately enjoy the present. We have to learn to use our thinking mind instead of our thinking mind using us. Like anything else, being aware in the present moment requires practice. Tips that can help practice present moment awareness. Number 1. Bring awareness to your day by simply asking, what do I hear, see, taste? The moment you're focused on your senses, you're not wandering off with your thoughts. Number 2. Physical activities like interval training that requires switching things up helps refocus on the present moment. When there's an activity that is challenging, it automatically requires our attention. When we're doing something straightforward like walking, our mind can wander. So if you're walking, maybe do 1 minute easy followed by a minute challenge. Number 3, meditation. Meditation allows us to clear our minds and is one of the most powerful ways to be present. The simplest way is to focus on your breathing and on your body. When we are present, we're connecting to that stillness inside, the calm. It's also a great stress release. Living in the moment is not always a positive or an easy experience. Living in the moment sometimes requires courage. At times, it requires facing things in life that may be uncomfortable and that we have no control over. So why do it? When we live in a moment fully and consciously, however uncomfortable, that moment doesn't seem to have a hold over us as much. For example, if we can allow ourselves to fully experience grief, the pain doesn't linger. But if we avoid it, it sort of attaches itself to us and keeps knocking at our door like a persistent guest. Living in the moment also helps us make more conscious choices that helps us line up better future moments. You can find an eternity in the present moment, a gold mine of opportunities that can easily slip from our hands when we are stuck in the past or fearing the future. In conclusion, being present in the moment is a practice much like anything else. You may slip out of the present moment, and that's okay. Accept it and come back to the present. Savor every moment of your life if you can. Isn't that the whole point of being here? You are the power in your world. It is possible to enjoy what is true in your life right now, just for a moment. How do you practice your present moment awareness? Please leave a comment below. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. It really helps a new channel like mine. Thank you and namaste. This is Niko on the moon.